It is 1850 on Monday, April the 13th. And we're back for episode, I always forget what episode it is now because there are so many of them. I think it's the 7th, it might be the 6th, I don't know. Anyway, tonight, special surprise. What do we have tonight? Tonight we have hot dog and a burger. Wow, it's not that big of a surprise, but so it's just ketchup, mustard, and some cheese on both of them. And that's it. I just wanted to show you the top before I put the bun on top. Okay, there we go. And we also have the healthy portion of the meal. We have some, not celery, we have cucumber and some baby carrots. So first of all, I'm going to put this into the microwave just to zap it a little bit, melt the cheese, make sure the bun is nice and warm. So I'll probably do it for 20 seconds. Just wondering if that's going to be too much or... That sounds good though, because those are pretty substantial buns. In the meantime, I will bring over my healthy portion of the meal. Put my phone on the thing. I'll come back on the table. I'll put the phone on the table. I'll come back for the food. I'll do a touch test. Ooh, I don't even think it's done yet. I'm gonna put it in for another 15. Those are kind of hefty buns. I made a mistake with the buns. I was in a hurry at the grocery store, so I just grabbed what I could get, but then I haven't had these foods in so long that I forgot that I prefer getting the smaller ones because reasons. I forget why, but it tastes better. And so yeah, I made a mistake, unfortunately, but I'm just gonna have to live with the mistake. All right, so before we do that, here we have some music again. So I think this is the same as yesterday. This is keyboard track number 2, I believe, from, I don't even know. It's from Violations, yeah. Keyboard track number 2 from Violations. Okay. So I'm going to start eating immediately. And I also have the healthy. Yeah, you can see the healthy right here. Perfect. Okay, so the cheese is nice and melted. If you can see that. So let's start eating. Just like a hot dog. One thing I'm not sure about is this burger. So I don't think I've cooked a burger in this method before. I fried it on the, I don't know what. I'm getting my wrist brace dirty. I fried it in a frying pan on the stove. That's what I'm trying to say. I need to raise this up. There. It's been a little too low for the last couple episodes, and I keep forgetting to do that. I'm sure it'll taste fine. It definitely tastes fine. Wow. It tastes really good. I'm actually kind of shocked. It was pretty, it was pretty greasy when I took it out of the pan because it's just like frying in its own juices. I also put in some canola oil just to get it going. So I think I'm gonna alter my technique tomorrow. Yeah. Well, the burger tastes awesome. For the burgers, I just bought some like pre-made fresh patties at the grocery store. So they weren't frozen or anything. Normally I make my own homemade burgers, but I didn't want to do that. Oh man. definitely hits the spot. I definitely would have rather had some more toppings. Or I could put some tomatoes and onions on top of the hot dog, and then some lettuce and tomato on top of this on the burger. Oh man. However, it still tastes good, so I should get some fresh stuff as well. Some nice color on the fresh stuff. Yeah, this bun is too big for the burger, unfortunately. I realized this, I think today, or might have been yesterday, but that I got, the buns were too big. Like I just had a bite of bun and there was no meat in it, so that's really unfortunate. However, I might do this again, get burgers again. Now, I can't remember how much they cost. To be honest, I think they were pretty cheap because they were marked down because they were, like they expired the next day. So if I remember correctly, I think they were like $4 and something, which is an amazing price. I think even if they weren't marked down, they were like 6 or 7, which is still reasonable. They were easy to cook. The only problem is I can only cook one at a time using that method because my pan is so small. I'd rather use the barbecue, but I don't have one anymore. For the hot dog, I just boiled it in water. I originally wasn't going to do that. I was going to cook it on a different frying pan. I was going to slice it down the middle and then just cook it on the frying pan, but I haven't done that before, and I figured, let's just keep it easy. Oh man. Yeah. This is definitely tasty. I don't think I've had a burger and a hot dog at the same time. Cooked by me, that is. Last time I did have it at the same time, I was at a family get-together and we had an outdoor fire. And my dad cooked some burgers and hot dogs on the fire. I was skeptical because the fire was kind of out of control. I thought they were going to be overcooked, but I ate them and oh man, they were the best burgers I've ever had. But I had a burger, I think I had 2 burgers and a hot dog that day. Obviously, I would have liked to have some French fries. However, I need something healthy for this meal, you know? And that would be just too much going on at the same time in the kitchen. However, if I do bring the burger back, I could fry up some potatoes in the frying pan, and I could still get a cucumber and some carrots. Apparently carrots last quite a while in the fridge, so I think I told the story before. I used to get baby carrots. However, I had a very bad experience. A little chunk of baby carrot got stuck in my throat one day, and it gave me a coughing fit, and my throat was really sore. It took forever for the little chunk to get out of my throat, and I was traumatized ever since then. But I'm back. This time I don't know if you can tell, but they're sort of wet. I soaked them in water for like 10 minutes. So maybe that made a difference. I don't know. Oh yeah. Got some like a bun stuck in my teeth. For the cheese, I got some pre-shredded cheese. Didn't want to have to do that myself with my weak fingers. The hot dogs are all beef. I probably should have got chicken wieners. I don't know. I don't even know if they make them in this size. These were like the larger size hot dogs. But yeah, I'm really liking this burger. It definitely needs some more toppings. I need to get some lettuce. Crispy lettuce. I also wasn't sure if it was going to be too much food or not. But I think I'm managing okay. We also have quite the amazing dessert coming up. So prepare yourself for that. Oh man. Yeah, whenever spring comes around, every year when spring comes around, I get really strong cravings for burgers and hot dogs. And these were the first ones I've had this year, so I think the cravings have been quenched. Oh yeah. I love these baby carrots. They're so crunchy. So despite, going on these large meal, sort of unhealthy large meals, specifically with the desserts, kind of going overboard there, I'm still incorporating healthy stuff, healthy alternatives. I also had a whole bunch of berries. I had some berries today with my apple for lunch, so that was really nice. Okay, I think I've got 2 bites left of this. Oh yeah. Wow. Well, that definitely hit the spot. Oh man. So I'm going to be having that, as far as I know, for the next 3 more days after this. So I have to perfect the cooking technique over the next few days. So I think I'm going to finish all these in preparation for what's to come. I do love myself some cucumbers too. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I love cucumbers on a sandwich as well. I don't think I've ever tried cucumbers on a burger. However, is it that much different from just putting lettuce? I was trying to think of the vegetable. So the carrots are taking a long time to eat because I have to do extra chewing. So I'll probably just have 1 more carrot. All right, so there are 3 carrots left, and I'm just gonna hold them. I'll probably eat them after the video. Okay, so now this is pretty much the whole point of the video is for what I'm having for dessert. This was just the foreplay to the dessert. Okay, so I've got to bring my stuff over, I have to wash my hands, etc., etc., etc. And I'll bring the dessert out here. So give me a second. Yeah, these next 4 days are really gonna test me in terms of eating. We got a burger, we have a hot dog, and then we have dessert. So I guess I'll talk about it after I bring it out. Yeah. Okay, I washed my hands. I'm just gonna wipe my face. Unfortunately, I forgot to angle the camera so that you could see me, because that's really important, right? Oh, I'm just going to check my teeth again. My right ear just cut out. Okay, now I have to wash my plate. Yeah, I used to make homemade burgers back in the day. Not that far back in the day. I mean, what year was it? It was a few years ago, probably 5 years ago or something. Used to make homemade burgers. I would make a big batch and I would freeze them. That's what I did with the burgers I bought now, by the way. They may have expired like a day after I bought them, but I froze them, so that's fine. Tasted great. There were 4 burgers, so they were like, I think $1 something per, which is good. The hot dogs were $10.99 for 5 of them. So it was over $2 per hot dog. All right, so what am I doing here? I have to bring some supplies out. All right, so there's the thing. I got to get some milk. You may have an idea of what we're having. You know, it's going to be chocolatey if I have milk, right? Question is, how much milk do I pour? I'll just pour, I don't want to pour too much. So I don't want to waste it. Here I go pouring a huge glass. And I need a big knife. And I think I need I need my fork. I don't know if I need my small knife. I don't think so. So I need big knife, fork, milk, plate, and thing. All right. Should be good. Okay. Do you know what it is yet? Can you see it? All right, so here we have it. Here we have another cake. Oh my goodness gracious. So I'll take the thing off here. I'll show you what it is. So it's a brownie chocolate cheesecake. Brownie chocolate cheesecake. And on the bottom it says vanilla cheesecake, brownies, and buttery caramel. It says right there. I don't know if you could read that or not. I'm not going to read the nutritional facts because they are quite scary. So I'll throw that on the ground. So I'm going to have to cut this and then transfer it to my plate somehow. Okay, maybe if I do it like this. Okay. By the way, coincidentally, it is my niece's birthday today, and I'm eating cake. Come on. Come on. What the heck, man? Get the F off. I want to eat you. Okay. Nice chunk of chocolate right on the side there. I have to taste test that. Oh man. As soon as I saw this in the grocery store, I was like, I have to try that. I was looking for a cake and I thought I saw all the cakes already, but so it's, what did I say? It's a chocolate cheesecake with caramel. So the top part in the middle, that is caramel. Then we have brownies along the top perimeter, and then there's chocolate and caramel drizzled on it. And then we have a chocolate, I guess that's icing around the cheesecake, and the cheesecake itself is white apparently. And then we have some chocolate shavings on the bottom surrounding the perimeter. And I don't know what kind of crust there is. There is a crust though, at least according to the photo. Yeah, according to the photo, there's a crust. So, okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it in half. And then I'm going to cut the half in half. So I'm going to cut it. I'm going to have 1/2, and then I'm going to have 2/4. And I'll start off with 1 1/4, see if I can eat it all. If I can eat it all and I feel like I want to have the next one, then I'll have the next one as well. But I'm not eating more than half because this has to last 2 days. I don't even think I can eat half after I just had, what did I just eat? A hot dog and a hamburger. So is that about the middle? Probably, right? Probably should stand up to do this. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. Okay, I did it. Got a little dirty. But I did it. Okay, now what? Actually, I think I have to cut it again. Because there's no way I'm going to be able to move this. Okay, let's try and do this without ruining everything. So I'm sort of making a bit of a mess over here. Okay. Making a bit of a mess. However, the mess will sort itself out. I have to eat this before it falls out. Tastes pretty good. Now I have to figure out how I'm going to transfer this over. All right, so let's wash my hands. Okay. Whoops. Okay, I'm doing the taste test and it's already going to taste good. I can tell. Making a little bit of a mess over here. Okay, so what should I do here? Maybe if I do this. Try not to get any on my t-shirt. There's this tray underneath that keeps slipping. I hate it. I hate that. All right, so if I hold the tray, maybe I can... Yeah, my arm is in the way. I'm sorry. Okay, I think I did it. All right, I did it. And it came all the way off. You can see that, right? Perfect. So I'll just make sure to get every little tiny piece of chocolate off of there. Okay. So far, so good. Just have to make sure I don't let it fall on the ground. So I'm just going to leave it right there. I think it's off camera now. So this is going to be very decadent, I can already tell. Okay, so the goal is to eat this piece. The first goal is to eat this piece. And if I'm successful, then the next goal will be to eat another piece. So this one has 3 brownies on the top. I should turn it around so that you can see the cross section as well. There you go. You were waiting for this, weren't you? So it looks pretty good, I have to admit. I think there's too much caramel, to be honest. I'm a little worried with the amount of caramel there. I don't know what I'm worried of, but I'm a little worried. Okay, so we're just gonna eat it. We're just gonna start eating it. Oh yeah, I can get on board with this. The only problem is the brownies are a little harder than the actual cake. So when you push the brownies down, it sort of flattens everything. Not flattens, but it, do you know what I'm trying to say? Because I don't. Oh my God. Yeah, this is very, very, very good. It doesn't taste too sweet. I know there's tons of sugar in it, but it doesn't taste too bad, like overly sweet or anything. This is one of the reasons why I like that red velvet cheesecake mini bite the other day, because I knew I was having cheesecake again, and that cheesecake I had, the red velvet mini bite, was incredible. Red velvet cheesecake mini bite. So I had a cheesecake on camera before. I forget which video, but it was a chocolate cheesecake. It was very good, but this one's better. The cheesecake the cheesecake portion of the one I already had was not the mini bite. The cake I had in the video several months ago, it wasn't very soft. So yeah, this one, the cheesecake portion is very soft. I'm still not sure what the bottom is, the bottom crust, but it's chocolate. So I'm definitely on board with this. Oh man. Oh my God. This is just so good. Oh my God. This is like the perfect cake. By the way, this cake, I believe it was $21.99. So pretty expensive. However, it's worth it for a video. The brownies are really good too. Every part of this cake is perfect. You know, I mentioned that I thought there was too much caramel, but I don't think that's true. There is a lot, but there's not too much. Oh my God. Now this is definitely the best cake I've had on video. I've had a couple of them. Oh my God. This is just so ridiculous. Maybe it's too high now, the camera that is. This is like the best thing I've ever eaten. I got to chew my food a little more. I almost choked on the last chunk of brownie there. So I've got 2 bites left of this piece. I can't get over how good this is. Oh. Okay. So, 1 piece down. I think I am going to have a second piece. Now I have to finish this cake. I only have we're only this cake is only going to be featured in 2 videos. So today and tomorrow's video. Because I've got even more desserts on the horizon. Now, I'm sort of on the brim here of whether I should eat it or not. Now, I don't know what that means. On the fence, I mean. I mean, I'm going to eat it, but I'm just worried that it'll by the end of the piece, it'll be too much. So, okay, let's get up again. So this piece is clearly the biggest. This one right here. And this piece is clearly the smallest. So I'll save these 2 pieces for tomorrow. And I'll eat this one right now. Okay, so how did I do it before? Let's just see if I can do this without ruining everything. Oh, I did it. Hooray, hooray for me. I thought for sure there was going to be leftover cake, but it's seeming like there's not going to be leftover cake. Now, in those previous videos where I had cake, I only ate it 1 day, so there was leftovers. I wasn't able to eat a whole cake. Oh my God. This cake is just so good. Okay. So I'm going to put this back in the fridge right now. I need to give my body a little bit of time to prepare for this, for the finale of this cake. I'm just wondering if I should get more milk as well. I won't. And if I need it, I'll go back. How about that? Let's just hope I don't regret eating 2 pieces of this cake. Let's hope I don't regret it tonight. I mean, my stomach's going to be begging for mercy. A hamburger, a hot dog, and then 2 pieces of cheesecake. Yeah, tomorrow I probably won't even have my fried egg sandwich. I'll just have my apple. And I guess I'll have my chips too. Oh, so there are only 2 brownies for this one. So I'm just wondering, should I take the brownies off? Because I sort of, yeah, that's the only thing. So if you like push down into the brownie to try to cut the brownie in half, it crushes, that's the word I was trying to think. It crushes the cake because the cheesecake part is softer than the brownie. But I mean, that's fine. It's just, you just have to adjust. And by adjusting, I think I'll do this. Yes, Now you can't see the brownies on the back. The best part of the song is coming up. Wow, what a day. What a day to be alive. By the way, it was very warm today. I believe it was 22 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I still don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. It's got to be 70, over 70. So I got my t-shirt on, showing off my beautiful frail arms. What a day to be alive. Who says that? Okay, so here are the brownies. I had them off camera, behind the cheesecake. They were out of frame. Okay, so let's do this. I got my milk. Let's try and pound this. Oh my God. Like, this is ridiculous. Oh my God. It's just so good. This has to be the best cake I've ever had. The nutritional facts for the cake, they were for, the serving size was for 1/8 of the cake. And if I finish this, I will have eaten 4/8 of the cake. In other words, 2/4 of the cake. In other words, 1/2 of the cake. And there's your math lesson for today. It's just so good. Yeah, it's definitely not too much caramel, which is perfect. Forgot about the brownies. Oh man, I don't think I've ever made a cake before. I've made cookies, I've made brownies. Don't remember ever making cake though. Is that true? Why make a cake? Well, you can just buy the best cake in the world at the grocery store. Oh man. Where the heck where'd the cover go? Oh, here it is. I just wanted to show you the brand again, because I really want to shill for this company. It's La Roca. It says, okay, La Roca Cakes, It says proudly made in Canada on the bottom there, so I don't even know if this is available in the US. I got this at a grocery store called Longo's. That's where I get groceries. It says made in Canada from domestic and imported ingredients. Huh. Manufactured in Richmond Hill, Ontario, which is near Toronto, just outside of Toronto, or it's part of Toronto. Wow. So if you're Canadian and you're watching this, I don't think anyone's watching this, but if you're Canadian and you're watching this, go to Longo's. I don't know if they sell, like if they're also sold in Sobeys and other grocery store chains, but go to Longo's. Take a stroll over to Longo's. Grab yourself one of those cakes. I forget what it's called, but it is the best cake in the entire world. If someone's having a birthday, I mean, it's probably too small. The cake isn't that big, but just get a couple of them. Who cares? Mm. You're having a get-together with friends, just get a cake. Who cares? Just do it. That's my persuasive character. Oh my God. I probably could eat one more piece, but I'm not going to, obviously, but I probably could. Probably. I shouldn't, for sure, but yeah, I don't even want to know how much fat I've eaten after the burger, the hot dog, with cheese, and now the half of a cheesecake. Oh my God. Like, I'm not even joking. This is the best cake I've ever had. Everything about it is perfect. Perfect. All right. One tiny little bite left. This is going to be the longest video so far of the series. More than one bite. Oh my God. Oh. Wow. I can't believe I ate all that. I got to do the same thing tomorrow. I wonder how much weight I'm going to gain. Okay, well, that was absolutely incredible. I think, yeah, my favorite was the hamburger as opposed to the hot dog. The hot dog was still good. I screwed up with the buns, unfortunately. I have to learn from my mistake. Also, it would have been better if I got some more toppings for both the burger and the hot dog, but what can you do? I did have some carrots and I had some cucumbers, which was really good. And then I had an absolutely amazing, best cake in the entire world. A chocolate brownie cheesecake with caramel. Good God. What a day. What a day indeed. Now tomorrow, I believe it's supposed to be, yeah, the next 3 days are supposed to be over 20 degrees Celsius. So I think over 70 Fahrenheit. However, I think it's supposed to rain overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. However, I think I should be able to go for my morning walk, weather permitting, and then also my afternoon walk to ward off the debilitating depression. I love that running gag. But yeah, so tomorrow I got another video to make. I have another like 7 videos to make. And then I have to go to Tim Hortons again and get some more Indian food. So there's going to be plenty more videos to come. Stay tuned.